Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of DarLeeLlama Plays Stoneshard. We are back. Episode 16 of our Arna Permadeath run, using combat mastery and right on target. We just got back. We were in the middle of, or not in the middle, we were about to begin the Undead Dungeon area for Manshire. And I did my upkeep already. I went ahead and cleaned up a little bit and consolidated my gold. Right now the goal is to get the best axe that we can, because we've already started investing in axe skills. So what I would like to do is, at this point, try and get one of the towns as high up as I can go on the reputation, because both of them sell axes. Now I went ahead and looked up my reputation using the app data local, because that's pretty much the only way you can right now. Was that only 20? I could have sworn Roasted Drumstick did more than that. They went through some rebalancing recently, so it looks like they've changed Roasted Drumstick. As you may have noticed, we are now on the Bolt Thrower update. I've already started my Valmir runs on Permadeath, and now I'm coming back to continue recording on this. So you may notice a couple of changes here and there on food. The drumstick used to give 30, but cheese isn't 20, just like it used to be. I wonder if there was some other change on that. It seemed like there was something else on this cheese. I might be wrong. Anyway, the point is that I looked up the reputation, and we have a lot more reputation over on Osbrook. The other thing that they ended up doing with this new bolt thrower is they ended up rebalancing not only the food and stuff, but they also rebalanced the amount of reputation needed to get to the next respected level. So if we go do another 4 runs over in Osbrook, we should definitely be over 4,000 reputation, and that should hit us to respect. And respect will allow us to buy the highest level of axes. So the plan right now is we're going to go do this Undead Dungeon, just because the Undead Dungeon is really good for wealth. It always has been, it always will be. When we get done with that, we will be heading over to Osbrook and doing their 4 dungeons to get us over respect, and then finally we should be able to buy the axe that we want, and then at that point I feel like that would be the right time to go and attempt the troll. Now that the bolt thrower has come out, it's really good for us, because the troll will drop its skin and pelt, or its pelt and tooth, its tusks. What we can do with that, no one knows for sure just yet. I'm gonna bank that it's at least going to be sellable. That much is a given. But maybe if we hold on to it, something will be craftable with it in the future. At the very least, it's going to be a trophy for us, because we like to collect trophies. This also marks the furthest. This episode marks the furthest that we've ever come with a permadeath episode or character, and I have to admit, we've gotten really lucky. There have been times where I think we should have died, and somehow we just kind of eked out on it. So, but at the same time, I would also say we also got really lucky with our treasure pools, because the Nightly Great Hammer that we have had this entire time has pulled its weight so much. It's just an amazingly good weapon for us. And comparing it to other weapons, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Nothing really compares to it. Not in the early game, and not even now. Enchant Scroll is good. One thing I did during the upkeep, by the way, is I switched over to our Knightly Girdle that we found. I went ahead and repaired it. It gave us some block power and healing efficiency. I don't really like either of those. Only right now would I ever use it. Because we can always slap this on and get use out of the block power. And we have base block chance with the hammer. So this is good paired with the hammer. It will not be good in the future when we pair it with the axe. We are going to do this dungeon in its entirety just because Undead Sarcophagus. But then we're going to head on over to Osbrook and try and run those as fast as possible because we just want the rep. We want to hit respect. We want to be able to buy the stuff. We want to be able to buy the axe. Not good enough to keep. And we're out of here. So yeah, I played a little bit of Bolt Thrower update with Velmir. Be sure to look out for those videos as well. Permadeath run coming up after this has run its course. So got my cat meowing at me. The thing I wanted to say is food. A lot of stuff has changed. Food has been rebalanced. So you may have noticed that I've always been a big giant food hoarder. I think that's going to be less of an issue coming into the future. But honestly, I managing food and water has always been a favorite thing of mine to do in a game. So I didn't mind the fact that it suddenly like blossomed up into this like this person is hungry every 10 minutes type deal. It was just something for me to click on a little bit more, but it is what it is. I think it's basically back to older levels of hunger gain and all that. We don't need the splint. We'll take the rest. They could sell, but I think they just take up a little too much room for my taste right now. We'll hit the other room on the way back. So yeah, no more need to go hunt down like entire generations of Saiga. But don't you worry, I'm going to do that anyway. Because I like having food. I'm definitely looking forward to playing with the new stuff. And as you will see. And my first impressions have been good. I have not had a chance to test out dual wielding, but I am expecting it to be good. I will go ahead and say no more in content has occurred, so we still only have what we have, but I guess that was to be expected. Since right now I heard the developers are basically trying to get out as many skill trees and whatnot as possible, and then they'll focus on rebalancing later once it's all out. Okay, I hate this guy, but we should be powerful enough. He's not going to be that much of an issue. And as seen, we pretty much decimated that dude. We'll go ahead and use our ID scroll for this potion. Stone skin is excellent. We're gonna keep it. Not gonna bother with the militia spear. And there's nothing so far from the shelves, so that's gonna be that. We got one more shrine to bust open, and then we're good to go. Very nice. I believe there was something down here. Yep, right down here. Smash, smash, smash. Man, I love those big numbers. Oh, we got one over here too. No specters. This was actually a very sparsely populated dungeon, so... Okay, good to go, good to go. So, southwest once and then south all the way back to town. Our reputation for this town is 2,600, so we do have the ability to buy... I think about damage 32 axe, but we want the damage 35 axe. The heavy broad axe. Did I go southwest? I did not. I know the reinforced axe, which is the best axe, is supposed to be in the game because it's up on the wiki. But I've never seen it. You can prove me wrong, though. So it's nighttime. Can't turn it in, may as well just go rest. Plus we're hungry and all that, so a good time to go ahead and rest. And when we wake up, we can just eat our, get out of the way. We can eat our steak. So we'll rest till about 8. Eat. Eat. Drink. And we're good to go. Now, let's see. I think we have scrolls. Nope, the other one. We have scrolls over here. Fearless tan boots. Okay, we're gonna sell those. We kept them just in case we needed, or it would, you know, might have been cursed or something and had a good curse, but it did not, so it gets sold. I don't care about getting the most out of it, so... I think the other thing they fixed actually was Vivifying Essence now properly drains energy. So be on the lookout for that. It will kill your energy if you need to heal. Okay, we're good to go over to Osbrook now. We want to take our gold with us. We can leave everything else here. Was it that? I think elusiveness and stone skin are enough to get us through, but we'll take whatever we can when we actually go do the troll. One other thing they did is now when you take a ride, it takes time. So as you can see, it was early morning and now it's like bright day. No more instantaneous travel. Let's put our cash in the downstairs barrel. I don't even want that. What do I want to re-enchant? I like energy. I like dodge. I like the block power on that actually. Damage, reflection, health, resto. These aren't that great. We'll re-enchant the boots as well. We'll just do that. Looks like disenchant scrolls went up in cost. We'll do it to that. Re-enchant. Ooh. Dodge 3, health 3 on tan boots. That's excellent. Very nice. Puts our dodge up to 43.5. Very nice. Let's see what you got for sale. Still don't have the axe I want. Now we may have to do the 4-day wait on this one, but it's what it is. Let's see, alchemy kit, fugitive hand. Looks like he already reset some of them. Go ahead and accept those two. These alone should get us to respected, I am predicting. But if it doesn't, only one more after that. We'll hit up Castle Inver first because it's closer. So south, southwest. bear. Do we dare? Well, I think we've committed. Do I want the shield for this? I don't think I do. I think I want to just try and smash it down as fast as possible. Let's hit offensive tactic. And then we have enough health to absorb a hit, so we'll start with seize the initiative, and then we'll follow it up with elusiveness. Oh geez. He's not playing around. We need to try... Oh, they changed the stance. They did change the stances. That's something else I forgot to mention. Stances get prolonged duration when you hit with a basic attack, and they increase in stack when you use a weapon ability. So... What is he at currently? 74. He is currently dazed. I think if we daze him again, he gets knocked into stun. And that is what's going to win this for us. Currently dodge of 78. He only has a 22% chance. He did get hit in the stun. He has stun of 4. We are up to seize initiative 4. I don't know. Oh, that's what it was. I think it's... It doesn't say the duration anymore. I don't know. Anyway, we have 4 rounds to wail on this guy. We did about 10%. Maybe 15%. We're doing pretty good so far. I could take this chance to use Thirst for Battle, and that way we're getting energy and life back. So let's do that. We got second win while we were at it. We did 2 hits. We should have 1 more round of stun. He's at 41. We did get health back. We can definitely survive another hit because he crit us for about 58. So we can survive 1 more hit. We hit for 100 and countered for 100. And that was enough to daze and stun him again. So we pretty much have this one. He's at 7%. Goodbye, bear. Yeah. That's how it's done. Pretty happy with that. Very happy with that, actually. We're going to go back up to town just because I don't want that bear carcass sitting in my inventory. But also because I need to get something to heal my head. Right quick, even if it is on the repair. Actually, it's on the repair. A salve should do it. There we go. We had some extra salve anyway. So that was a very satisfying kill. How much XP did Yogi give us? 250? That's okay. We're almost level 13. I think what we'll do is we'll just take the bear meat with us and eat it as we go along. So they also said that the leatherworker now sells a lot more low-level items. So since we are currently at, what is it, Amity, which is right above benevolence and below respect, this is what you can expect to see at that level. 450, not bad. We'll cook up this meat. They also released an official description of what each of the critical effects that the weapons do. So, for example, I believe what I read was hammers have a 100% chance to daze when you critical with them, which is why we've been dazing so often. What they did not release was what happens to an enemy when you daze them while they're dazed. At the very least, I haven't found any kind of help on that whatsoever. I haven't read anything about it. But as we saw with him, it's pretty obvious to me, at least, when you daze somebody that is already dazed, they end up getting stunned. It basically acts as a progression to the next level. You may have noticed that guy hit me from 2 spaces away. That's part of the new spear skills. So it was a war pitchfork hit. Looks like we're hungry already. Conveniently, we have some bear meat. We're gonna go on in. You may have also noticed that, like, for example, you know, when you critical with a great sword or staff, what happens is it hits 3 adjacent enemies. And that is, in fact, why people consider it to be really nice. A nice effect. The other thing they revealed is that daggers get, I believe it's a 200% damage bonus, but only against unaware enemies. If it's not 200%, I think it's something like 50%. I really need to look it up before I report on this. Give me just 1 second. Let me see if I can bring it up. That way I'm not misreporting. Where can I find that? Let's go to Steam. Look for Stoneshard. And that should give us the developer's log. Okay, so here it is. New critical weapon effect. It may not be evident first, but different weapon types have different crit effects. The mechanic has been there for a while, they said, but now it's been reworked. Some of this existed, I know that much, beforehand, and they even say as much. Swords have a 100% chance to apply bleed for 5 to 8 turns. I guess I'll take that enchanted spear. I do like my enchantments. Axes have plus 50% body part damage, which I have personally noticed that I mess up body parts big time when I'm critting, and that's one of the main reasons I wanted to go crit axe. Aside from the naturally high critical that axes get on that particular weapon, at least. Maces have 100% chance to daze for 2 to 4 turns. Daggers have plus 220% critical damage against unaware opponents. Burn 10% of the target's max energy, so it gets both of those, which is really nice to be able to burn energy. Oh, what a piece of crap. Guess the gold is good here. These guys don't hold any candle to us. So I'm not worried at all about talking and doing all this at the same time just because we're in permadeath mode. Great swords cleave through 3 tiles, 125% chance to apply bleeding for 6 to 10 turns. So it must be a chance increase. So if they have like stupid, ridiculous resistances against that particular thing, like the troll might, it might not work. But it will work against most targets most of the time. Staves cleave through 3 tiles. They replenish 10% max energy. So just another reason to go like a critical type staff. People have been going agility staff. That's why you like it, is because you're getting energy back all the time. Spears would have a 100% immobilization chance, as would bows now. They probably didn't have that before. I think bows probably had the knockback chance instead. Crossbows have 100% knockback chance. And then that just goes to show. So if you want to deal bonus damage, the only real way to do that would be with daggers. But since there's no stealth mechanic in the game yet, that would be extremely hard. So it's really not worth doing, is what I'm getting at on that. The only thing daggers get is burn 10% of the target's energy, because I think that still applies even if you do a normal crit compared to a an unaware crit. Let's eat up this food. Oh, no, eat, not move. Drink. Okay. That should give us the space we need. We just have to do a little Tetris. A little Tetris. There we go. Nice to get books. No matter what the level. Guten Tag. You'll learn about that later. But yeah, I feel like if you want a weapon that's going to do bonus damage on their crits, like they get really good effects for their criticals, it's going to be swords, axes, maces, and great swords. Staves do have that ability where they cleave extra, but that's situational, and they get maximum energy back, which is another really good ability, don't get me wrong. But if you're wanting your crits to do more damage, those are the weapons that are going to have an edge up, is what I'm saying. Pretty much, great swords are the best because not only does it cleave through 3 tiles, it has the sword effect of bleeding. The difference is that sword, obviously, you would use with a shield or something like that. Let's buff up for this one. Pass, smash, smash, smash. So definitely this explains why we've done so well with our Warhammer and our Suffrajoy ring, because it's basically been giving us 100% chance to daze, and then when you crit again on top of that, that's pretty much a guaranteed stun. So I'll have to remember that. Bandits can drop quivers. Or rather, enemies can drop quivers. This is a big dungeon. Alright, we finally have the boss. Let's buff up. Pass. Smash. 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 You're dead. He's dead, Jim. We need the convict hand. Let's get wasted. Pick that up. Throw that on the ground. Pick the purse up. Merge it. We've been neglecting merging purses. That should be a short dagger. The dirk should sell for more. But it's banged up. So I guess we'll just take the dagger for curiosity's sake. Maybe I'll just stitch this vivifying since we got a spare. No, that's stupid. We'll keep that. Now we'll ditch it. Nothing, and another vivifying, so. Let's stitch the bear's meat so we can pick this up, since it's more valuable. And we're good to go. We are done. I'm not going to bother with the rest, since there's no unique points that we can find in here. It's just going to be more dudes. We should find plenty of enemies in the other place. That will get us to level 13 most likely. Kind of stupid to run over the Tower of Runfrost right now. Let's go sell. We can do Tower of Runfrost next time. They're definitely selling more books. That's possibly because, like, later on, as you get higher level and whatnot, I've noticed that merchants tend to double up on their stock. So that must be it. They're doubling up on their stock because of that reason. We don't want to sell books to him, actually. We want to sell to the other guy. We can sell that and that. And then we'll head on over to Manshire to sell our books. I don't care if it costs us some time. Time's not that big an issue to me right now. So sell, 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 sell. Not bad. And then we'll go down here. They have a lot more ID scrolls here as well. So dueling brigand dagger. Dueling peasant pitchfork. Neither of those are any good to keep, because they are not cursed, so they get sold. I don't even care. Now we can ride back. Go turn in our convict's hand. Rep with Osbrook has improved. And then let's go save. And then next time we go do the first dungeon, and then we attempt to buy our axe. That's going to be it for this episode. I hope you had fun playing along with me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to help support the channel. Don't forget to check out my videos at 12 and 6. There might be a schedule change coming here soon. I might change to more of a Monday through Friday thing so that I can post more videos at different time slots. I actually want to increase my recording, but I don't want to run out of videos doing one thing while trying to keep up something else. So be on the lookout for a schedule change. That being said, this is DarLeeLlama signing off. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day. And I will see you next time. Peace.